What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? Got a good video today. The patch notes balance is coming up. So we had the big fat patch that changed everything and made the game better in my personal opinion. And the only real issue we've come into is a lot of crit, and then people complaining warriors are really not good at all. So crit being OP for hunters as of right now, warriors being undertuned. Those are two issues. So with these patch notes, that's what I'm expecting to see a change in. I'm expecting them to fix these in some way, shape, or form. There's other stuff going on, so let's get into it. We'll read about it. I think they have a bunch of statistics in this, so it's going to be pretty interesting to read about and process. This patch should be hitting on today. Did that hit today? I don't know if this patch hits today. I'll put it in the comment below. I'll figure it out after this video and put it in the comment below. So it's either today, the 24th, or next Tuesday. I don't know which. Anyway, let's get into this. I don't want to waste your all's time too much since it is a smaller patch notes. It's nothing crazy. It's why we're just going over the paper version. So they tried to do a ranked reset for Masters players and they messed up. They're going to redo that and do it correctly, apparently. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the issue was. I don't know what the change was. They do this all the time. It is what it is. Fix the UI bug. Apparently they fixed Hera had some weird issue and Baka had a weird issue where you could eat the weaker. Oh, wait, fix an issue where you could eat the weaker buff camp holders in Conquest without doing any damage to them at the beginning. They changed it. So the Baka invades. I did this in the solo lane last night. So Baka can no longer free eat the minion at level 1 on the first spawn of camp. So that's good. This is pretty much said they had to do this because it was stupid that Baka could do that. So that's fixed. I am sick, by the way, so if I sound weird, that's why. So game modes. This is the first balance update after the 9.5 patch. So I keep saying we're on season 9.5. We are. This is actually, we're in a new good season. Time to kill changes was their goal. A lot has changed in the game and things feel very different. There are, of course, a few specific balance outliers we plan to adjust immediately. Yeah, so this is the stuff I was just talking about with the crate and everything. Some stats. This is actually interesting stats. Conquest matches that end before 15 minutes have decreased from 14% to 10%. So that means 14 of all Conquest games ended before 15 minutes. Now only 10% of matches end before 15 minutes. I can attest to this. My games very, very rarely are surrendered at 10 minutes now or snowball to the point where people just want to quit. It happens, but it's rare. So an overall 30% reduction between the 14% and the 10%. This shows that the worst case snowball matches have significantly decreased. This is true. This has happened and this is a really good thing because now the game plays like a MOBA. It doesn't play like an arena fighter. It plays like a MOBA. Conquest matches average length has increased on average by about 3 minutes. 3 minutes is perfect for a MOBA because a lot of my games were ending. So they're saying they used to, the average was 26 minutes. Now they're closer to 30. That's what it should be. More games should hit the enhanced fire giant mark to win the game. So this is a great thing to see. About a 15% increase. It shows the matches are longer, but not painfully long. Yeah, 3 more minutes is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Kills per Conquest game have decreased, but not by very much. The average kills per match, this is both teams added together, was around 52. So you're getting like 26 kills a team. And that has decreased to about 49. So a 3 kill loss. That's nothing. Nothing. That's just because the early game doesn't have free kills in it anymore. When factoring the match length increase and kills total, we see a decrease of about 2 kills per minute to 1.7 kills per minute. We aren't stressed over that. These are good stats. This further supports that the action will still very much exist in Smite. I'm telling you, I don't know how people hate this Smite patch aside from Hunters being too strong right now because everything is better. Like literally everything is better. All of these numbers look great from our side, and we did see noticeable increases in player counts in 9.5 over 9.4. So they're seeing people came back and were consistently enjoying it and still playing it. But this surely was affected by Smite Night and the Slipknot event as well. This did not affect it at all. 0% chance this changed anything. You're trolling. Smite Night might have made Saturday a more popular night because Saturday and Fridays are weak nights for Smite gameplay. But yeah, sure. Overall, we are very happy with 9.5 with how 9.5 went, and at the moment do not plan to do any partial reverting of the core time to kill base stats. This is good. I don't want them changing this. We'll be looking to solve and pacing our outlier issues through map balance or individual god and item balance. 2 key balance outliers we quickly identified where hunters gained too much strength. True. And warriors lost too much strength. See, I'm not 100% sold on this. I'm wondering if once hunters aren't as strong, if warriors would be fine. But since it looks like they're gonna nerf hunters and buff warriors at the same time, we're gonna instead of going from here to here, we're gonna go from here to here again, and we'll see how it goes. because hunters might just go back to no crit builds. So a new season usually takes people weeks or months to learn and solve. The 9.5 changes are bigger than a new season and bigger than ever. Yeah, so that's what I've also been saying. There's no way in a week we know the core, like the guaranteed best builds, guaranteed best gods. Stuff has shifted in a week. Like we've gone from, you know, only hunters being played to now I see a lot of Poseidon and mages being played again. I think we just got to let things play out and just nerf the really overtuned stuff, which is what they're looking to do. Conquest underwent some equally heavy changes as the gods in this update. Overall, the pacing changes have done a good job preventing games from feeling over before 10 minutes. But there are a few things that we want to adjust. We found that red buff was too punishing. Yeah, you can't solo it if you're at half health. For me, even as a jungler, a lot of the time, that stuff hurts. That was a similar effect was happening from Gold Furies. Again, whole team. I liked where Gold Furies are at. We'll see what they do. We're bringing down the damage on both, so they're nerfing how much they do. We are also doing some adjustments to towers. The 30% penetration felt like a bit too much. No! Especially in the late game, we try to see. No! We're decreasing that penetration and base damage of tier 2 and phoenixes while buffing the base damage of the tier 1 towers. I don't like it. Like, I think towers are in an amazing place. Fantastic place, to be honest. I don't know why we're doing this. This is a weird thing to change. Maybe competitively, those competitive players are struggling with it, and that's probably what it is. But as, you know, ranked and casual goes, this is not something we need to see. Manicore Camp, the red buff, decreased base magical power from 24 to 18. All right, so it's gonna hit way less hard, essentially. It's just not gonna hit hard at all. Decreased base magical power from 60 to 40 on the Gold Fury. Gonna hit a lot weaker. Oni, damn, that's a big Oni nerf. Wow. I didn't even realize it was 70 for the Oni and the Primal, so they nerfed these really heavily. They're not going to hit hard at all. You're probably going to be able to solo them on Arachne again. Towers, tier 1, increased gold reward from 75 per person to 125 per person. Decreased penetration from 30 to 20%. Increased base power from 215 to 230. Tier 2, from 30% to 20%. Base power down 20. And then same thing for Phoenix. Down 10%, down 30 base power. We are also making the same penetration nerf on all non-quest game modes. So this is affecting towers in every game mode. Wait, item nerfs? I didn't expect this. Looks like they're just talking about warrior, focusing on warrior. So Glad Shield's getting passive bonus damage now applies to gods at all HP percentages, not just under 60. Okay. Increased bonus damage scaled from protections from 25 to 35%. Interesting. So they're bringing Glad Shield back, which is a scary thing because King Arthur is performing fine, in my opinion, right now in Conquest. This is going to make him a lot better because essentially this item wants you to build tanky and then gives you extra damage for being tanky. So you're going to see Glad Shield and you're going to see King Arthur a lot. Blackthorn Hammer getting rebuffed, so this might be put into the builds. They're reverting Breastplate to give 10 more defense again, putting it on the tier 4 versions. Spectral's getting buffed. Increased damage mitigation on critical strikes from 30 40%, so they're nerfing crit extra hard through the all right, Spectral has never been balanced. Like at no point when it's being used has it been balanced. When it's good, it's too good, and when it's not too good, it's garbage. So I don't like hitting this item, and I already see the picture for Nemean. Another item, when this item is built, it's too good, or if it's not too good, it's garbage. These items are nowhere near a balance. It's because the idea of block damage and reduced damage is just not okay. And it's either really strong or just not strong enough. It's either you build it all the time or you don't build it. So 10% reduced damage on crits. If they pair this with more nerfs to crit items, this item is going to be strong, and I think that's what we're going to see. And then Hide of the Nemean, increased damage mitigation on a blocked attack from 50% to 65%. For hunters, we are nerfing the strongest items in 3 specific aspects: gold, lifesteal, and crit. Hold on, let me go back to read this real quick. For warriors, we look to buff their early to mid game damage. I hate that we're worried about warriors' damage, man. Oh gosh, their base damage is so high. I feel like this is unnecessary. Also buffing their items that can counter hunters. Problem with this is this counters Mercury. This counters crit on any jungle god as well, which is why we're going to see with these changes back to less Mercury, more, you know, Bacchus still going to be really strong. Those gods can go just auto attack, not crit, just pure auto attack, going to be strong again. Kali's going to be good. Anyway, back to hunters. Gilded Arrow, decreased gold gain from 7 to 3 per trigger. So instead of 7 extra gold every time you kill a marked target, you only get 3. This is, you know, they're cutting it in more than half. That's kind of scary. Probably going to kill this early game item. Spike Gauntlet, decreased lifesteal from 7 to 5% on the tier 1, 10 to 7% on the tier 2, and 15 to 10% on the tier 3. Decreased lifesteal per stack from 0.3% to 0.2%. Decrease from 15 to 10% at max stacks. So This item now, instead of having 30% lifesteal, has 20% lifesteal at max rank and fully stacked. That's a massive nerf. Deathbringer decreased critical damage from increased from 30% to 25%. So another nerf. Deathbringer back in the day used to be 50%. I don't think it was ever higher than that. I think 50% was where it maxed. Now we're down to 25% on bonus crit damage. And then Malicious got nerfed the same amount. And then Venom Deathbringer got nerfed the same amount there. But also the damage debuff got nerfed. So decrease the damage output debuff from 15% to 10%. So it reduces when you crit somebody, it causes them to do 15% less damage for a period of time. Now they do 10% less damage. And then they nerfed Kalina? Really? Okay. I don't think I feel like she's kind of in an okay place right now. Decrease base damage on first 2 hits from Banshee Wall. Decrease base damage on final hit. Gosh, 5 and 10. All right, that's not too bad. So the overall is a 20 damage loss. And then decrease base damage from 90 to 70, 310 to 2. So 20 damage on the 2 as well. So Kalina's base damage got dropped by 40. And they didn't touch scaling, which is interesting. So these changes are good. I just hope, really, my main worry is that the warrior item changes aren't too much. I don't think they will be. These shouldn't really make like warriors be played everywhere now. They should just be, pretty core to the Soul Lamb. But it is going to bring back King Arthur. I think we're going to see a King Arthur meta. I would almost guarantee it. You're talking about Glad Shield being really strong, Blackthorn Hammer being really strong, Breastplate being better again, and then a ton of anti-crit that already King Arthur abilities he kind of just avoids and spins around and doesn't care about too much. So all the auto attack damage that would, 3-4 shot him, not going to happen anymore. Very good changes. Might be a little too much, but still good changes. I like it. I like the way they're going. If it is too much, they can always revert certain things very easily. I think based on the statistics, we're in a great place for Smite. Probably the best Smite we've had since like forever. Season 2 would be the only thing I'm thinking, like early beginning of season 2 is probably the best Smite ever was. And I think we're going to compete with that or beat it with these changes. I like where we're going. I hope most of you guys are having fun playing the game. I know I enjoy playing the game a lot more now than I did the last 5 months. So yeah, there's the patch. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm sick. I'm dying. I'll see you all in the video later tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Have a good time on this patch. I'll figure out when this patch is hitting, whether it's today or in 7 days. And make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you on the video later tomorrow, the next day, and the next day.